Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome. We are going to make some bling. I think we are on YouTube. Hi, Alice. I just saw your message. Now don't worry about it. We can deal with that next week. You should be good with the 3 ounces. I just realized I don't have anything in here. Okay, so we're gonna get it together. We're gonna make some pokey tools today. I don't know for sure. I think we might use this one. Perf that's gonna take, like, a week if you do first class. Ground should take 3 days. Just saying. Oh, okay. You scared me. Ma'am, how is everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. I don't have it together today, so here we are. We'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Right? Right. We got it. Okay, we're good. We're gonna make some bling. I told Renee that I was going to make her a pokey tool, and so I thought I would just kinda show you, the process of how I do that. I also wanted to show you something else I've been working on. This is the gorgeous carnelian with druzy in it, and it's almost finished. I just need to put the chain up at the top, but this is one of the projects that I've been working on for a in-person show that I have coming up this summer. Today we'll be doing some dangles, um, some wire wrapped loops, and playing with some bling. That is the game plan for the day. Now we're gonna pin that for a second. I'll let everybody know that we're here and alive because I forgot to do it last week. Got that. If there's anything you are looking for, please let me know. I have plenty of things listed in the bin as well as the auction. So if there's something in the auction that you want, just let me know and I would be happy to grab it because it's right beside me. And we're going to get started making some dangles. Um, One of the things that I was talking about yesterday in the show was when I go to do a project, it's kind of hard to see on here. It says Pokey Tools. So I have all the things in here that I normally use to make Pokey Tools. So I can just pull the drawer and have it sitting beside me and then put it away when I'm done. Good evening, Judy. How are you? So that's kind of the process that I go through when I make things. Um, is just grab those drawers, right? Beside me, I do have as well my basics that I work with, and I've grabbed some charms, that kind of thing. So we are just going to start out with, we'll start out with some head pins and some eye pins. Yes, you heard them hit the floor. These are a lot sturdier. They're like a stainless steel. I know. Well, Renee said her favorite color was purple, so I thought. I could be wrong. I don't see her here. But at the end of the day, we're gonna make a butterfly pokey tool. No, it's not 304 stainless steel because it will rust. Girl, what a day. What a day. We need purple butterflies, so we're gonna do that. All right. Hi. How are we doing? I'm gonna get it together. How come every time I'm dysfunctional, I end up on YouTube? Is that just it's a thing, right? It's crazy. Why will this not come undone? There we go. So I have these butterflies. I no longer have this colorway. I do, however, have a spring colorway in the butterflies. If you are interested, I don't have any more of these. I do have the pinks and greens. These are from last year, but I would be happy to share some with you, Karen. Okay. I'd be happy to share some of these with you because I have a whole nother. I kept 2 strands for myself because I was like, these are going to go fast. You need to make sure you have these, ma'am, because butterflies, right? So we're going to do this. I know that I want to have a couple of dangles with butterflies. I also know that I want to have some of these big chunkies. Um, and we'll just kind of see how this goes. The hands don't want to work today because, it's a thing. So, what have you all been up to today? Are we staying out of trouble? Having fun, doing all the things? Have you created something today? That is a question. Have you created something today? What have you created today? Oh, I don't think that's going to work, ma'am. You need a bigger bag for that. Hi, Sam. How you doing? Hi, Susan. Welcome, welcome. We're just playing, you guys. I am totally unorganized, so created tons of projects in the wee hours of the morning. That counts. Wee hours of the morning always counts. All right, let's put the rest of these in this bag before they go everywhere. We may end up just making a whole bunch of dangles and pokey tools today. Who knows? We'll see how this works out for us. We're going to grab some smaller ones of these. Not sleeping properly. I never sleep. Sleep is like, I know, right? Give me my art room at 3 a.m. and I will make amazing projects. Put me in the art room at 9 a.m. and I stare at the wall. It's weird. It's like our creative brain takes over in the middle of the night, right? I think that's a thing. Thank you. Yeah, menopause is a joy. It is never dull, my friends. Okay, so we have all the pokies we need here. I might throw another one of those in there. Can't sleep, so let's create. Absolutely, as it should be. We're going to put those up there. Today was first class time of me teaching a group of ladies how to make a simple journal. Judy, how did that class go? I know you were excited and apprehensive all at the same time. Happy Heart, hello and welcome. We're creating dingles today. One more bag, Tim. We're actually creating a pokey tool for a custom order, and I thought in the process I would show how I do my dangles or my Poke Tools. Dangles for Poke Tools, yes. English is so hard sometimes. I'm just grabbing some 4mm daisies because I always put those at the end of my dangles. And we're going to start creating. I like using a daisy just to give a little bit more reinforcement to my head pin. Renee, you're here. Well, I pulled out purples. Didn't you say you like purple and butterflies? Or am I like thinking of somebody else? Okay. So we're doing purple and we're doing crystal butterflies. So this is what we've got so far. I've just pulled stuff out. That's it. So we're going to start out with this. I should probably grab some spacers. I'll do a silver one. And to make a wrapped loop, okay, you want to take a pair of needle nose pliers. These are the ones that are in my bin. I'm going to go down as close to this as possible. I'm pushing this over at a 90-degree angle. So we have this. I do have black. I can do that next. Do you want a black Poke Tool, Alice? I'm going to take my round nose and I want to set the round nose top and bottom of the part that is poking out, okay? I'm going to make sure it's straight. I'm holding my beads with my thumb and I'm pushing this up and over. Oh, purple and black. Like this. I'm going to spin it around to the top and then I'm just going to keep going. Once I've got this like this, I'm just going to give it a little jog so it's straight on top of the neck. So it looks like this. Okay, you did said that. I will grab black. We're adjusting. I'm going to hold that ring to maintain the integrity and I'm going to switch it to my left hand. I'm going to take a second pair of needle nose. I'm going to grab this by the end and I'm going to just wrap this around right underneath that loop. If I have to adjust my pliers so they're out of my way, and I'm just going to take my time. And what you want to do is lay those wraps right next to each other. You don't want them overlapping. Wrap them all around. And then here, when I've had all my wraps, I'm going to go further and then I'm going to pull back a little bit. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell my wire that it's going that way, and it's going to make tucking my ends a lot easier. I'm using the flat side up against my project when I snip because I want a flush cut. I'm going to see where I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to hold on to it because that will fly and stab. We don't want that. I'm going to again grab a hold of that ring. I'm holding it steady and I'm going to use my crimping pliers to crimp this down because I use this circular part so it doesn't get it out of shape. I still want to maintain that, but I want it poked in. And there's our first angle. Easy peasy, right? The lady wants black. Ta-da-ta. How about black and smoky gray? Will that Thank you, Betsy. One day I kind of found it by accident, honestly. I was messing around one day and I picked up those pliers and I'm like, oh, that's a circle. I need to make this a circle because I mushed my stuff. And thus the idea was born. It was purely accidental. Um, but it works and it works very well. So I know. Happy accidents. It was a Bob Ross moment. I'm sweet as pie too until you piss me off. No joke. All right, we'll add some blacks in there just to give it a little bit of a flair. What next? It just keeps it. We're gonna grab an eye pin. I really don't have a complete plan with what I'm doing here. I trying to see what size we want to do. I think we'll do this longer one. Meeps, hi babe, how are you today? I popped in your show earlier today, but you were glitchy and I said hi. You didn't see because you were focused. You were focused on those gorgeous wood tiger bookends. I cannot believe nobody bought those. My brain was just like blowing. I was tempted, and then I'm like, no, ma'am, get out of here. You don't need more stuff in your house. But they were awesome. No, I actually could see them very clearly and saw how gorgeous they were. So I don't even know. It was craziness. I was like, somebody buy them, and nobody did. I was like, okay, well, y'all are crazy. Here we are. How long did you stay on? I actually got a phone call and I was on the phone for a minute, so I didn't see when you lit. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. We're gonna try this. So I'm thinking my gut is telling me, I'll just do it from this end. Oh, it may stay on. If we do this, put this on for our dangles. Yeah, that'll stay. Okay. So we've got that. Our most prominent color that we want is, let's do this. We're gonna do a clear. I need some silver spacers. This is my brain in bead world. So I need some clear. Oh, I'm gonna do a bunch more dangles. I like those. Okay. I just want to see color-wise where we're at with this. So when I lay my dangles out, I know what they're going to look like on here. So we're going to go clear, smoky, this, and purple, this, and black. That's too much because you need more room to pokey. Smoky. Purple. black. Okay, that gives you enough room to poking. So, what I like to do is take what is called an ear nut. Mm, I could, but I think that's enough. I mean, if you're stabbing something more than 3 inches, we're going to have conversations. Some people glue them on. I prefer to use, you never know. I mean, I prefer to use one of the ear nuts. And the reason I do that is because then you can change it if you want to. So, I mean, legit, Pokey Tool completed. It's that easy. It's the dingles that cause all the fun. So, let's do another dingle. Okay. I'm going to do this one with an eye pin so I can hook other things to it. So, it's going to be going this direction. So, we're going to do a black. I'm going to put a daisy spacer in there. We're going to do a gray, another daisy, maybe a claire, and a daisy. Okay. So this is going to be one of the dangles, and it's going to hang right here. And then we're going to put this purple at the end. Okay. So again, dangle. Fairies. Do I have any fairies? I'm sure I do. I have stuff everywhere. Doing, again, I'm holding this right up against my bead. I'm holding my beads and I'm pushing this over at a 90-degree angle. Okay. I'm going to take my round nose pliers. I'm grabbing hold of the top and the bottom of the part that's sticking out, like that. I'm going to hold these so this doesn't move. So I'm steadying these against my finger and I'm pushing this up and over. That's awesome, Lynn. Once you've got that pushed over, you're going to slowly release, go to the top, and I'm going to keep going. And this is kind of short. So, what I'm going to do, rather than breaking my fingers, I'm going to utilize my tools. I'm going to grab a hold of this end with my plier, keep this on, and I'm going to pull that with my plier so it makes that circle. And I'm just going to kind of straighten it up a little bit so it's right over the top. See how that is? Was it green? What project did you do, Lynn? Talk to us, tell us. So what this does right here is I have this circle, and if you grab a second pair of pliers, hold that circle with your non-dominant hand, take this wire, and we're going to do those wraps again. If the plier starts feeling awkward in your hand, like my wrist is awkward, let go and readjust. Nothing says that you have to do this all in one fell swoop. Just because people do it on YouTube all in one fell swoop, they don't show you the parts that they edit out, you guys. This is unedited. This is take it slow, wrap your wires. I'm using my pliers to get this around because it's so short. I can't even get a grip on it. Lilac Bloom, hello. How are you, love? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. We are doing a dangle demo. We're making a pokey tool. Lilac, a silly question, but did you have a fabulous show? I know you always do. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm doing my every Thursday. I do a raiding into purple. I mean, we're making dangles, ma'am. We're actually making a pokey tool. So we're just making the dangles for said pokey tool right now. Always. I mean, there's always a good chance you're going to raid into something purple in my world. You know that, Reg. Okay, so we're going back to this. We are holding this with a pair of pliers to hold it steady. You showed handmade hair accessories. You make adorable hair accessories. I wish I had enough hair to support your hair accessories. Not anymore. Renee's pokey tool. Yes, we're doing this. We're tucking this in and we're using our crimp pliers so we can utilize that round part and keep this round. Thank you, Lilac. My hair is long, but it's very fine and it does not play well with a lot of hair bows and clips and stuff. So it's a whole thing. Thanks, Renee. It's all natural. I that's a story. Do I give complete well, you guys aren't really complete strangers, but do I throw that out there to you guys? Um, back in 2017, I just had this conversation with Karen this morning. Back in 2017, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I have to be weird because, and the treatments that they gave me, I had radiation and I didn't lose all of my hair. I lost quite a bit of it, so it's really thin. But the hair that stayed in my head went pure white. I don't even know. The doctor just, she told my oncologist told me I was weird. So I just let it go. And it's been since 2017. And the only thing I've done to my hair since then is just give it a trim at the ends. So this is legit what I get. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. And it's long, white, silver hair. I don't know. It's a reminder. I, I'm I'll take it. I'm alive, right? That's how I say that. I'll take it. I'm alive. I'm blessed to be alive. So we're gonna take another this is not a head pin this time, this is a ball pin. Again, I'm gonna put that daisy spacer on just to give me more um, room because if I didn't do that, let me show you what happens a lot of times with some of these crystals. If you use a ball head pin, it'll just pull straight through at the right angle. So what I do is I put this little daisy spacer at the end and it holds it and it keeps it from going through, right? So again, we're gonna do this and let's just do a little bit more purple here. You need to get some of this whole mix from me. They're on the wall behind me. I have so many beads. If you guys are looking for beads to buy, come see me on Wednesdays. I have tons of them. So we have this. We're going to do another one of those wrapped loops. We're going to hold this right up against, bend it at a 90-degree angle, take my wire cut or my round nose top and bottom, push it up and over, adjust my plier, keep going, switch hands. It's in my non-dominant hand now. I'm just holding it steady. I'm going to grab a pair of needle nose and I'm going to pull that tight so it's a complete circle. Once I have a complete circle, I'm just going to adjust it a little bit to where it's right on top there. Okay. I'm going to leave this here so you can watch. I'm going to grab a hold of it. I'm going to go up and over and around, and I'm going to wrap it right at the top or right at the bottom of that loop. And I'm just going to keep wrapping. And you want those wraps to lay right there. If you find that they're not even, you can take your plier and set it at the bottom and utilize your pliers so it doesn't scratch your wire, and just give it a little squeeze to straighten it up and take it up to the top. Grab a hold again and just keep right on wrapping. And you can do, as long as you do one complete wrap, it's secure. I generally like to do 3 wraps. I'm going to go further than I really need to. So I'm telling that wire that I want it to go that direction when I squeeze it down. I'm taking my flush cutter. I'm going to snip it with the flushed side towards my project. Snip it off, make sure you don't let that fly. And then I'm going to take my crimp pliers with that circle, and I'm just going to put it in there, and I'm going to use that to tuck in that wire. It's a lot easier to do if you're holding it steady with another pair of pliers so it doesn't spin. There we go. So that one's tucked. Okay. Flush cutter. I don't know why you hear that. You say that every week. Renee just texted me a list. So we have this. We have this. So I kind of want this to hang right here. So what I want to do here is get some of this black and gray in here with the smaller beads. Where'd that bag go? It's, yeah, kind of a stick pin. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's not me, it's just what you're hearing, is what you're telling me? We're gonna do some littles. I think those are going to. Hmm. Contemplating this. Sorry, I'm thinking in quietly in my head. Yeah, I like that. I don't watch television. I don't even understand. I am not a TV watching kind of person. So if we're gonna make a simple loop, we're gonna do this. When you do a simple loop, you go up against your beads, go up a smidge, bend it over at 90 degrees. You're going to hold it, you're going to cut. You watch it, and I don't. I cannot tell you the last time I sat down and watched television, honestly. I'm holding this so it doesn't fly. And then I'm going to take my round nose again. I'm going to grab a hold of it and I'm just going to loop. I'm holding this steady and I'm just going until it meets the wire where we started. I know you are. Sam, thank you. My nails are, it's a whole situation. I do them myself and I did them, was it last week or the week before? I don't remember, but they're breaking and they're falling apart and it's time again and I'm lazy and don't want to do it and it's a thing, but thank you. I appreciate that. True crime. You know the most TV that I watch, I listen to? I listen to TV when I video chat with Alice. That's the most TV that I get, you guys. I just, it's a whole situation. Okay. So we're going to see what this looks like. I think we may have this down. If you notice, I'm opening my jump rings from side to side because I don't want to ruin the integrity of that circle. Get in there and get a hold of that. Close that up. Bada bing. See, I didn't even use any of that stuff. And there we go. Bada bing, bada bang. It's just that simple. Let's make another one. I love you, Karen. Did you cut yourself? Wait, let me read. What did I miss? Snitch and stitch. Purple next time. Okay. Dateline is your guilty pleasure. I don't even know what Dateline is. You're bleeding. Karen, what'd you do, honey? Cold case files. Not flesh. Karen, how'd you cut yourself? Oh, the wire in your finger. Ma'am, do you not pay attention? How many times have I said hold that because it will stab you? I know it hurts so bad. I can't tell you how many holes I've had in my hands from doing that. Ladies. Okay, we're going to set this aside. We're going to do another one, or we're going to see. Let's see what we're going to do here. All right, we're going to start with a purple. We need some different spacers. Let's see. What kind of spacers do we want? I'm going to use, some of these bigger ones. Maybe not that many, but that's okay. I love these. Oh, let's do these. The little pinwheel ones are fun. And let's do, we need a little flower. We'll do a flowery one. You're always cutting yourself with it. The wires, wait, what? You pulled it out, right? Well, that's a dumb question. She's a nurse, Tamara. Of course she has to pull it out. Don't mind me. We're just gonna make some bling here. It's a thing. Now we want this one. That looks very different. Here we go. More bling. Na na na. I like that. Over. How flat? Yeah, these are good beads. This is from the ones that we got in Tucson when we were down there in into January, beginning of February. That was an absolute blast road trip. We actually we went down twice. The first time we took Maple with us, and then 2 days later we went and met Mary down there. Yes. Cotton, jute. I like the cotton macrame cord the best. And to learn, you want to get, I mean, how big of a piece? I find it at Goodwill all the time, babe. You want a Goodwill shop my bin? I can throw some. I mean, if he doesn't need it today, I can throw some in your box and bring it the next time we meet. I mean, here's the thing, macrame entails a lot of things. You can do a keychain or you can do a wall hanging, and you use different sizes depending upon what your project is. If you're doing like a keychain, you want to do like a 2 millimeter cord. If you're doing a wall hanging, you want to do like a 5 or 6 millimeter cord. Just kind of depends. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I'll look around and see what I have here. I'm sure I have some. I used to do a lot of macrame. Okay, there's one bling done. One bling down. Let's do another one. No, we need a head pin. So I think we're gonna set those aside so I don't accidentally grab them. I'm gonna put one of these and a butterfly. And then I need a little silver ball for the top. Of course I did. There's not a lot of crafts that I don't do or can't do. My brain needs like creativity constantly, but it also gets bored quickly. And tomorrow night, Lynn, what are you doing? Is that where you're taking your sun catchers to? Oh, that's awesome. No, I'm kind of jealous. I don't have a weaving loom. Well, that depends. How big is it? I have a small one. Did you get her the full size one or did you get her the regular, like, bracelet size weaving loom? Just adjusting that up. Again, over and around and back before I cut that. And when I go to cut it, I want the flat side up against my project. And I'm holding this with my fingers. I'm not doing this, Karen. I'm not doing this. I'm holding it with my fingers. So it's between my fingers when I snip it so it doesn't stab me most of the time. Sometimes it decides to stab me anyway. Okay, basically you need string. It's large, like $60 on Amazon. Got it for $3 at Goodwill. That's amazing. The Goodwill up by my house has a lot of that kind of stuff because we actually have a basket weaving and macrame club up here. And those ladies, oh, honey, if you need seed beads, give me a list of colors. I have a fazillion of them, and my eyes are too old to see them. Okay. Well, when you run out, you let me know. Oh, yeah, you got some of Alice's scoops. Those are good. Okay, so we have this. We need something to go on the bottom of that. Butterfly Works. That's a bottom, and we need something there. So I'm just kind of laying out if I'm going to do 3 here. This can be 1. I need some smaller beads. I have a love-hate relationship with seed beads. I do have a ton, and I do every once in a while use them and stuff, but not often, because it just hurts my eyes. Let's see what we have in the little bead section. Have these, which are the same as those in a 6mm, but I've also got these that I like a lot too. And we have these that we could play with. Decisions. Mercy, this one. I don't know what was second. I pulled 20 out of here. These. Yep, okay. Gotcha. It's a problem with having so many choices. I'm just gonna wipe this off because I don't feel like messing with that today. No. So for this, they don't look quite as purpley when I do that. I don't know that I like that. Got my chair caught on my ring light and it almost came down on top of me. That, Marcy, here's the thing. You do know what you're doing. When you're designing something like this, it is all about intuition and what you like. It's the whole thing. So you do because you know what you like. And you happen to pick one of my favorite beads in that drawer, so I mean, we both can't be wrong, right? I mean, we could, but I don't know. You know, the people over on YouTube watching this are probably going to be like, this lady is cray. It's okay. I won't tell. All right, we're going to do some purple, a clear. No, we're going to do a couple of these with the purple. We could be, but we're not. You're right. No, we are not. So those three. Another way to do a simple loop, look at me just flipping through things, is this fun little tool. It's called a one-step looper. And basically what you do, it has a hole in here. I've demonstrated this a bazillion times. This is the cutter, and this is what it wraps around. So you put your head pin or eye pin, whichever you're using, so it comes out the hole on the back. You want to position this loop. If you want them going the same direction, you position it this way. If you want them opposite, you position it that way. Put it all the way up against there, but give yourself a little bit of maneuvering room because this piece is going to come down to here. And if this is too far over, you're going to crack that crystal, okay? For this, yes. I have the other sizes for other things, but this is the one I use the most. I also, the 2.5 I use if I'm doing like chain bracelets, that kind of thing. It just kind of depends. So when you're doing this, what you want to do when you squeeze this is this first part right here is going to cut. So we're going to go slow and we're going to cut. See how it cut the wire? Now, this piece here is pushing that around that post. So if you go slowly, that is going to push it all the way around. You get there and you just pull back a little bit to give it that bend, okay? Sometimes you need to go in and give it a little close, but it gives you consistent sizes each time. That's just a thing. Now we're going to take a head pin. I make it look so easy. It is pretty easy. You just really, it's something you have to get accustomed to with use, as with most things in beading. And if you go slow, it gives you a cleaner look. If you're just squeezing quickly to try to make it go, you're not going to get as clean of a look, and I don't think you're going to be happy with it. Personal opinion. So I'm doing that same pattern again that we just did here on a head pin with a daisy. We're going to do that same thing again. I'm going to slide this in. I'm going to go up against my crystal. I'm going to make sure I have some maneuvering room here. Cut, push around all the way, jog it back, done and done. And because I just want to make sure that these loops are completely closed, and that's going to go right there. So to hook these together, we're going to open this side to side, put the flower on. This is a flower connector. Close that side to side. We're going to grab the other one with 2 loops, making sure that you put the right side on there. Open, hook that through, close it side to side, and we just made a daisy dangle. On this one, we're going to open the bottom. We're going to hook that butterfly that we made on there, close it, and there's our second dangle. And for the third, why you want to be silly? There we go. And for the third one, we want this at the bottom. So we need to make a couple here, and we're going to need eye pins to do that with. Hi, Wendy. How are you, beautiful? Wait, what did we do? I bet if I took up this hobby, I would stop smoking. Marcy. I, I mean, that depends. Do you just need something to keep your hands busy? Or what's the purpose? What's the purpose, my friend? I'm going to grab 3 of these really cool purple beads that we had. Because, it seems like a fun thing to do. And that's going to go right there on the butterfly. I'm going to use this again because we're in cheat mode. I want those going the same direction. Bada bing, around, and bam. So it's going to go there. The other thing that you can do is if you have a piece of your head pin left or your eye pin, you can create an extra eye pin out of that so you don't go to waste. You may have to do a little straightening. But rather than throw that piece away, you have a small little eye pin that you could put a single bead on. And create another dangle. I know it's a whole thing, you guys. Did I just blow your mind? So basically, I got 2 dangles out of 1 eye pin right there. Take a drink of coffee, friends. Renee. Oh, I was reading out loud. I'm sorry, love. I was reading your name. I was like, who said that? If you want to, you can. Oh, you were talking to Marcy. Okay, I thought you were talking to me, and I was like, what can I do? I'm gonna whine about it. Okay, so we got this, this, this. So we need something up here. Um, We're just going to make this one extreme because we can. It's an extreme one. I tend to now this one I want to back up a little bit because I don't want to crack that butterfly. I'm going to do this. Maybe. That hole's so tiny you can barely get that in there. Make sure that's good and closed. Okay, so we're going to hook all this together. Ready? The assembly has come. Well, I'm on my way. So we're going to open this up side to side, hook on my butterfly top, put this, close that. We're going to open the other end, open that up, put these blings in there, close that up. This is a long dangle, my friends. And then we're going to open this up. Yes, I just checked to make sure I put my butterfly on right side up. And I don't like that. That is too small of a loop. So I'm going to close that right back up. And we're going to grab a jump ring, which is going to take 2 pliers. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. Open that side to side. Hook this on. Hook this on. This dangle's going to be longer than the pokey tool at this point. Close that up really well. Now we need another jump ring because I took that one. Actually, we should probably grab a bigger one. Grab a 7mm. And which pile did I put those in? There we go. Another one of those. Another one of these. We need beads for this. We need beads. So we're gonna do I want that flower in there. That at the bottom. Yeah, we'll see what that looks like. So we're going to put this on. We're going to do purple, flower, clear, this, and then we're going to have one of these. Using this rubber ear nut to hold everything on. That way, if whoever gets this ever wants to change it out, go with a different color scheme, if a bead gets broken, you know, all the things that can happen when you're dealing with glass beads in a tool. Slide that all the way down. Put my thing back on here so I don't stab my finger. Okay, we got that. Now we're going to take our 2 pairs of pliers with the jump ring. You always open side to side. We're going to hook that, 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 and that. And then we're going to, again, side to side, close it, make sure it snaps into place. And there's your blingy pokey tool. Wanda beloved, hello. So you can do with these what you want. You can play with how they lay if you want them to lay flat. This one doesn't lay very flat because I didn't pay attention to the fact that I have 2 large beads right next to each other. So it's kind of, they're fighting against each other. Whereas on this one, I paid attention to where things were laying, so they lay smoothly. So there's that. That's how you make a pokey tool. That's how you make dingles. Do we want to make another one? Anybody have a color request? Wendy, which one? This, are you talking the black one? This one is Renee's. You want this crazy one that doesn't lay right, that I feel like I need to take apart right now? This weekend we'll talk about it. Or whenever. Yeah. See, I think I need smaller ones. Ames, we're making bling. Hi, beautiful. This is bugging the shit out of me though, so we gotta fix that. I need this. And I need, how many of these beads do I need to make it go down? Right there. 3 will work. Okay. I'm just, did you want a black one, Wendy? The black and purple? I can make whatever you want, baby. You tell me. I got all this laying here. You tell me what you want and I'll make it for you. Hair sticks? Absolutely. Yep, that one's got to come off. It's bugging me. I missed messages, I'm sure. Didn't lay that down with anything falling off. The one I'm fixing? Okay. I got you, babe. It's all yours. There. And that's so much better. There. See how that hangs so much better, cleaner? what I used for the base. Yeah, they're, let me see. I got them on Amazon. There's not a label on it. That just is not cool. Let me see. I know, right? I need to get on a roll. So they are like 3.5-inch hat pins. You can also get them with, if you don't have these charm bales and you don't want to get them, you can actually get, oh, I have these. These are fun. These are extreme. These are 6-inch hat pins. So you just have to pay attention to what's at the end. This one's more like a head pin. It's 6 inches. But I also have these. These are the ones that I use a lot. They have a loop at the top, and these are 3 inches, I think. I just had my ruler in my hand. Mary Mother. Yeah, these are 3-inch. So, I mean, there's all different kinds. It just kind of, these, like I said, these are 4-inch. I think for me, they're easier to work with. Again, it depends on what you're going to use it for. Charm bills, I know. All things. I can't even find my pokey tool up here right now. I did a class on them and I sold kits back in the day when I was doing classes all the time. Do you think I can find my pokey tool anywhere? No, no, I can't. Bales. Yeah. Another thing you can use if you want larger ones, these are, I've made some with these. The thing with these is a lot of your beads won't fit on them. So that's another thing to keep track of when you're, or to pay attention to. Most glass beads have like a 0.9 millimeter hole. So you don't want it much more than 1 millimeter in diameter unless you're using large beads, and then it doesn't matter. So there's all the suggestions that I have for you on doing that. Let's see what I have over here. Okay, let's call it. Yes, Lynn. Darling, I love you, but that is nothing that none of us don't already know. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, we're gonna set this aside. You just got 6-inch stainless steel upholstery needles to try to make into pokey tools. Oh, isn't it? You're welcome. Isn't it so much prettier in person? Yeah, that was a thing. Okay, let me find a bag. Do this. Do you really, do you want me to put this aside for you, babe? Okay. Can do. Do you need a more blingy one, Renee? It is windy. Well, like 100% windy. Got you, darling. It's over on my other desk. Okay. Renee, do you want a more blingy one? Are you okay with this one? I did. Renee, are you okay with this one or do you want a more blingy one? That's the question. It's an either or. I know you love yours, but do you want a more blingy one? Yeah, look at I got beads. I got beads for days. You tell me what you need and I will make. Oh, look, I found mine. This is mine. Look, I've had it for so long. All of the silver plating is worn off and now it's just down to the copper. Add more blings. Okay, we'll add more blings. I kind of had a feeling that was coming. Just that instinctual thing of that's just not blingy enough for her. So you need a third bling here. Okay, I got this. I got this. I'm dropping beads everywhere right now. Because, why not? Where in the actual green with a tree charm? Oh, yes, we'll do that next. We're gonna do this. You get a butterfly. So this is gonna go in between these two. So we're gonna do a butterfly right there. We're gonna do this. I have an idea. She has an idea, folks. So black, clear, and where did the other beads go? I don't like that one. I have so many tools beside me, I've buried all the things. I have to get me and the guys some ice cream. Oh, ice cream sounds good. No, not on this one. The next one is going to be greens. And I have the best beads for that. Those green mixes that I have will be perfect. So we're going to go doot, doot, doot. You like my doot doots? Doot, doot, doot. And then we're going to do doot, doot, doot. Okay. We got this. I had a bead train last Saturday and I didn't get a chance to make a couple jewelry pieces like I hoped. I kept hearing your voice. It's not that hard, babes. I'm sorry, Ames. It's not. You just gotta go slow. And it's hard to go slow on a train when you're trying to hurry and do stuff. That. We need that for another project. So oftentimes when I have these pieces left, I will make them into little eye pins for like single bead drops. and that way I'm not wasting them, which is why I mainly use the 2-inch pens. It's a me thing right there. It's not that hard, my friends. Have the patience and we'll be good. Same direction. And back. Get my little AB pliers. Make sure that's good and closed. That one's good and closed. Especially when I'm doing dangles like this, I always want to make sure that I have everything closed. We learned this lesson the last time, and we learned that those charms next time. Absolutely, babe. I will say when you're working with beads, findings, all of this, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. It's kind of like wire wrapping because when you're doing wire wrapping and you don't do it for a while, you lose that muscle memory. But when you do it all the time, your hands just kind of know and you build the muscle and your hands know where to go and what to do, right? So, just keep at it. It may not be perfect the first time or the second time or the third time, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you are with it, the better it's going to look. Yeah, I like that better. So we're going to open this up. We're going to pop that in the middle. I'd rather have a beautiful product than rush anything. Absolutely. Hi, Athena. How are you, love? I'm doing okay. I'm playing with beads, so that's a thing. I slept more than 2 hours last night, and dinner's in the crock pot cooking, so bonus all around. Renee went to go get ice cream. I don't know if she's still here, but here we are. Hi, Maria. How are you? We're making blingy dangles. Okay, good job. Now you're happy with it. I knew that you weren't. You should chill those emotions. I can feel them all the way in Arizona. All right, this is Renee's. Good to go. Where'd my Sharpie go? I just had it. I wrote on Wendy's bag. Give me a show of hands. Let me mentally cost this out. Who would want for me to put together a kit to make these? The kits would cost $15. Yeah, absolutely. Ames, go slow. To make the dangles that we've been making. So it'd come with all the things to do it. You would just have to have tools. Because I have, see how many pokey tools I have left over here. Well, I'm getting ready to make a green one, so we'll see. but I could put kits together if you guys want kits and you don't want to buy all the things to do it. Okay, so these are out. Done with those. And we're going to do green, right? If I did kits for like $15, tell your husband to mind his business. We are busy. I'm joking, Wendy. Totally joking. Kinda. You know. If you know, you know. Wendy and I know. I love you, Wendy. Of course he does. I'm sassy today. Wendy, you know what's going through my head right now? That song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Oh, dear Jesus. I'm going to have to take this off of YouTube. Okay, let me clean up my mess and get greens out. Oh, I have really good friends. Can I point out I have really, really good friends? Green, clears. Pastels are out. Pivot. We're pivoting right now into the green world. Athena. Oh no, baby girl. Well, you don't want my sass. My sass will trigger you. Although my voice, it's funny, my voice will calm you. Ames, when I am hyper focused, I often tell my man I see your lips flapping, but I don't hear a word you said. I'm sure Dan appreciates that. He's got a good sense of humor, though, so. Can't always get what you want. You did not need me to sing to you. Do you know how much it annoys me when people sing on lives and here I am singing away? Sass is good. Okay. All right, we're getting rid of the blacks and the grays. We're done with the blacks and the grays for a moment. So I'm bogging myself down with colors, and my brain is overloaded, overstimulated here. Get rid of the purples. Pretty sure I opened these, so I'm going to put these in a bag. We're having a color change. Hold, please. We will be right with you in just a moment. Please hold. Renee. Oh, honey, thank you. I mean, hanging out with friends and playing, here's the thing. You want me to go all nurse brain on you? Funny nurse brain? Let me grab the green beans and then I will go all nurse brain on you and tell you something really funny about that. y'all hear that? Oops. Okay, green. I have pretty green beads. Not to sidetrack, that's what I'm good at. I put a bunch of words together with letter beads. Now what to do with them? Can I do dangles? Absolutely. You all heard it. So I went to grab this and I pulled too hard and they went flying off the bottom, so they're all over the floor right now. Though we'll deal with it later. That's one of the downfalls of having a wood floor. See how it just like went right through the knot? I don't even know where the knot is. Oops. Oh, Wendy. No. I think I know what you're getting ready to tell me. You have to get a different doctor. That may not be a bad thing, though. Can the different doctor help you? Nurse brain. Thank you for keeping me focused. So they have done many studies on creating and what it does for mental health. Maria, my dog dumped my seed pieces. I don't mean to laugh, but that would be like a dog with a boot out the door. And I know it's kind of like a kid, you know. Excuse me, sir. You need to go out the door for like the next hour while I calm down and get over not wanting to throttle you. Um, Flustered is a good word for that, Renee. That must be why you're non-stop creating. You don't even use them right. Okay, so what they have determined, I keep getting sidetracked. Apparently, it's not that good for my brain. Um, when you create, when you do anything creative, or when you watch somebody create, it changes the chemical balance in your brain. And it helps you relax. Maria, I'm sure. Guys, if I just sounded really cruel and all of that, I'm really not. Maria and I are friends, and her dog is gorgeous and adorable. I would still want to throttle him if he were mine. So, yeah, if you are in a position where you can't create, um, watch somebody create. I know, right? That's like old school hick shit. I'm sorry. Throttling people. Sounded like my dad for a minute. You're relaxed, anxious, but relaxed. Yeah, and where I find for me where it comes is I get to a certain level of I'm relaxed, and then I start getting when I'm watching people create, and then I get anxious because I want to get up and go create something. And it's like, no, no, ma'am, this is for you to sit and relax. So often when I'm watching people create on lives or what have you on Whatnot, I will grab a piece of paper and start sketching. I will sit down at my bead desk and just do like a knotted necklace because those things are all easy tasks for me that I can watch and do without really paying attention to what I'm doing. Um, cackle. Half out of the recliner. I need the beads now. Yeah, so I mean, but it is like scientifically proven that it is good for people with anxiety, with high stress levels to find something that is creative. And when I was working as a hospice nurse, I would go into group homes and we would do like crafty hour. And it could be something as simple as taking in a big bucket of the foam stickers and giving them, because I had journals for all of them, giving them their journal and let them pretty much collage with foam stickers. And that way it would calm them down. And a lot of times, especially with like my combative dementia patients, if we gave them something to create before they needed care or whatever, they were much calmer for that. So that's a whole situation. So I've dealt with it firsthand. Um, I mean, snarky words are always good to have. Do you want to share the file? Just snarkiness. Um, so I forget these things. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a little square right here that you can click on and you can come join us on Whatnot. If you are totally lost in the conversation, I am talking to the people in chat over on Whatnot, and we would love to have you join us over here. If you are just on the YouTube to see what we're doing, we're going to start making another Pokey tool, and this time we are going to be using greens and I love sorting beads. Oh my gosh, I love sorting beads. Not so sure about seed beads though, Maria. I don't know that my eyes could take seed beads these days, but I used to literally come on the app and buy bead soups just so I could sit and sort beads and just chill my brain. Absolutely. Chills my brain right out. Okay. I want to know if I have 10 millimeters in these dark green. Oh well, if we don't, it's all good. So we're going to start with our pen. We're going to do, no, where'd those other beads go? These worked really well for this the last time. So we're going to do that and that. And then we are going to do a disco, a dark, a light green. And we'll put some of these in between. Yeah. I do too a lot of times. A lot of times I just roll with it, but a lot of times I lay it out. The other thing that I do a lot is, I think this might be too much silver on the top. We'll see. I have design. Those are too big. I don't like that. I have these, where I had one up here earlier. These are stainless steel rods. And so if I'm doing like multiple strand bracelets, I will put them on the rods and lay them next to each other and make sure that they're going to be even when I'm doing multi-strands. Just a little fun tip for the day. Do you see what I just did there? I laid it all out and then I hid it, so I don't know how I had it, so I guess we're changing it. I don't know. If I overthink it sometimes, I don't like it. So, kind of depends on my mood. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Again, we're going to use this. Welcome, everybody. If you're joining us for the first time, hi, I'm Tam. We're designing some Poke Tools, and we are going to be doing this green one. We've done a couple of purple ones, and we're going to do a green one with a tree of life. So I'm using this ear nut, the rubber ear nut. A lot of people glue them. I don't like to because I like to be able to change my mind. You can use, Renee, you're very welcome, babes. You can use obviously whatever you want to design this. You don't have to lay them out. You can just roll with it and do what you want. You can decide how you want it to hang. We need our tree of life, though, I do know that. My charms are under my desk, so excuse me a moment. I may have one in here. Everything but. Well, I have that one. I was looking for. Yes, I have 4 containers of charms. Okay. Jabbers. She sent me a text and she asked me when I was going to make her stab thing. And I'm like, what? What? You like that tree? I thought I have like a smaller one. I don't know where they're at. I had a bunch of like this with a tree of life in it, but that's not the one I'm looking for. The round ones I sold last week. I know. I may have sold all of them because I'm not finding them. I hate when I do that to myself. I have one more place to look. Give me 1 minute. Interesting. Yeah, can't find them. We're gonna roll with what we have for right now, and then if I find the other ones later, I can always change it out. Amber, hello, darling. How are you? My friend. Hi, Greta. I do miss you. I miss your sass. Wendy, I don't know where. I may have sold the last pack. Hi, Greta. We're making pokey tools. It's a whole situation. I'm on the struggle bus right now because I can't find the charms that I want. So we're just going to roll with what we have. And we're going to be grateful for what we have. And we're just going to keep right on going. How are you doing today, my friend? Did you make the phone calls that you were tasked to make? Look at me. You're sorting. You got a pack of them? I'm sure I have more somewhere. I just don't know where. That's okay. I'll find them. Just not right now. So we're making dangles. We're cheating with the one-step looper because it's a whole thing. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Okay. There's that. Always need that little silver ball on top of there. I want a little mini crystal on top of there. Just for fun. What did you said? Hold on. No, I'm busy, ma'am. You come in after 6 months and you want me to just stop everything? I'm doing okay. Just so much going on now that Leanne is living back home with the baby. I know, babe. I see. I watch you. I watch you on Facebook. I keep track of you. I make sure you're okay. I'm the ultimate Facebook stalker. I know. It's crazy to me how time flies when we're having fun, right? Wendy, did I get your? I did. That's what I was supposed to do this morning that I didn't do. I was going to do a post in the group chat and let everybody give just a list of all the ones I received. And I failed miserably at that. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been a year. Isn't it nuts? It's crazy to think about. You punted no cards this month. Yeah, I have like this accumulation of cards over the last 2 months. And I'm just hoping I have enough to swap everything out. and we're gonna reassess this whole swap thing after I get this week's done. Because when it becomes stressful for me, where I feel like I have to do like 3 and 4 sets to make sure people don't get their own cards back, it kind of takes the fun out of it. So we're gonna reassess um, how we're gonna do this. So that's actually gonna end up longer than that. I want that to be the prominent one. So we're gonna go, what do we want to do there? A little green disco ball. That sounds like a game plan to me. What do y'all think? That works. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to look over my glasses to see what I'm doing. That's ridiculous. Da-da-da. I know that there was quite a few people that said they wanted to do April, and we are in April. So I may just kind of let it float for another month and see what happens. I don't know. I'm going to do like the general consensus in the group and see what happens. So I'm taking this loop that I just made. I'm opening it just like I do a jump ring side to side, and I'm attaching it to these, closing. So this, we're probably going to have to just use a jump ring on that. Just to give it a little playroom. These are 18 gauge jump rings, so they're heavier to hold charms on dingles. Generally, when I make my own jump rings, I use 18 gauge wire, so that's a thing. Got that, and then this, so we need something that's going to go about right there. Let's do the smaller ones and throw some more dark in there. See lengthwise how that's going to lay. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Bada bing. Got it. Why do you want to be silly right now? Okay. So we're going to open this up and see how that looks. It's time for a break. My hands are like, no, you're done. And it's one of the things when you're doing beading, take breaks frequently if you have arthritis or you have problems with your hands, when you do frequent breaks, it makes it easier. I feel like that needs to go down. Mhm. Did my chat freeze? I haven't seen anything for a minute. By reassessing, are you thinking canceling the group? No, I am not. No, I still want to do it. I don't want to cancel it. I just want to make sure that I'm not, I'm going to reconfigure it differently. We'll see how that works out. But I used to do, when I did swaps when I ran them in person in the stamp store, and it was easier because it was in person. Everybody just dropped their stuff off to me. Weren't dealing with the mail times and guidelines, and it also went a lot smoother when I was better about sending out reminders and timelines and all of that. So I take responsibility for not sending out the reminders to everyone and keeping up on that. So that kind of stuff, I need to get it together, you know? I think those should be okay. Get it. Bada bing. There we go. So there's our tree. Still has a little butterfly, but there is the green tree. Pokey tool. Thanks, Maria. I do want to find that other charm though. I think I'll like that other charm much better. I don't have that stuff next to me. Yeah, it. I don't know. But I used to spend a lot more time keeping it organized. I had lists. I messaged people. Um, I posted in our group weekly, that kind of stuff, and I stopped doing that. And it's kind of funny when I stopped doing that, people started not sending their stuff in or not being able to do it. And I think it's, we're all just so busy. Thanks, love. Um, I think sometimes we just need that reminder of, hey, excuse me, hey, are you doing this? You know? The other thing is I want to open it up to more people because in the beginning we had like 30 some people that were swapping every month. And hey, Rob, would you bring my water, please, when you come with that? I'm getting like a callus here. That's awesome. I don't know if he heard me. Did you hear me? Can you bring my water, please? Thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah, well,
You look really pale.
I'm just pale.
No, you look. Okay, honey. You look more pale than normal. Men. Telling you. Stubborn men. We're going to do one more green one while we're here. And, yeah. You know what's really funny is Rob has his AirPods in, and he has absolutely no idea how obnoxiously loud that just was. I apologize. My bead room is right next to the kitchen, and that was the ice machine. I apologize. All right, off we go. You have no idea how loud that was in this camera.
Oh, for the ice maker. Sorry, guys. Just popping some ice.
You're going to have to edit that out of YouTube. Love you. Thank you.
How do you know it was that loud?
Because it was loud for me, and I'm sure that it was very obnoxiously loud for them. It's all good, baby. Thank you so much. I needed water. That's all there is to it. I was losing my voice. So we're just gonna do some. It wasn't that bad. Okay, Wendy said it wasn't that bad. So thank you, love. It sounded horribly loud to me. So like the kitchen is like there's really not even a wall there. It's like right next to me. Thanks. Okay, Wendy and Maria said it's not bad, so you're safe, babe. Or they just love you a lot. The Ear Boutique, hello, how are you this evening? What are you up to? We're just hanging out making some dangles because, you know, why not? We've made like 3, 4 Poketools now. Just playing. We're pretty much done with the project that we had started out to make, so there's that. Alice, are you going to go live tonight, babe? Okay. I mean, I knew what you meant, if that counts for anything. I knew what you meant, my friend. I didn't want to squeeze that too hard. You have rain? We had rain the last couple of days. It actually cleared up today and got hot and muggy. And 1,000. Excuse you. Mosquitoes everywhere. Because, you know, Arizona rain equals mosquitoes. The Ear Boutique. What you getting? Huh? What did I miss? Laying in bed and window shopping until tomorrow. I'm jelly. I'm so jelly. Come hang out with us this weekend. We're doing live thrifting on Saturday. Mm, Critter! Hi, hon. How are you? My coffee is in the refrigerator chilling. I'm so excited. Thank you. Waiting. I'm waiting patiently. Just saying. Almost done eating. What are you eating, Lynn? Huh? I'm so confused. Just mind my business, right? Let y'all chat amongst yourselves. Um, so I think we're gonna put that tree there, and we're gonna grab some of these ball head pins, and we are going to put some little dangles here, and I think we're gonna be good to go for the night. Nope, those are too big, so I need the little ones. There they are. We're almost done. Good night, Maria. I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. Have a blessed night, babe. I will see you this weekend. Mm, it's too much. I hate when I do that to myself. Do you guys see what I just worked myself into a corner here? So this needs to be down like this so it lays well. Or we could take that out. We could repeat this. Do that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll use that for something else. This is why I have a whole jar full of dangles because I changed my mind. This is why I lay it out before I do this. Amy, see how that happened? I didn't lay it out and it didn't lay right. What is everybody up to on this fine Thursday evening? My dinner is almost finished, which I'm excited. I have a roast and carrot and potatoes that are been in the crock pot since about 9:30 this morning. Slow cooking, and that is going to be super yummy. Yeah, I like that. We're just going to roll with that. And then tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I think I'm probably going to just list things for the upcoming raid train that I have, which is the Crazy Crafty D-Stash that I'm doing on April 15th. If you have not already, please go bookmark that show. It is going to be epic. Um, 15-second. I thought I didn't send it. I didn't. No, I got 2 packages from you. I got one 2 days ago that I don't have my watercolors. The package that I got last night has my coffee and my paper in it. So it was from the week before I just got, which is crazy to me because the mail is ridiculous because you're like, I could have driven it. I could have driven over there and picked it up faster than the mail got it here. Silly, silly mail people. No, you sent it. It was a box from 2 weeks ago that I just got that didn't have the watercolors in it. My coffee one from last weekend came yesterday. Isn't that weird? I don't even know. The mail people are just ridiculous. You are not that person. And besides that, your wife does amazing shipping. I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm probably not gonna like that, but we're gonna roll with it because see 12 9 a.m., sir. 9 a.m. Right, Alice? Hey, Alice, let's just road trip to California. I will, yes. I may not be very chatty, but I will be there. That's the deal. No. See? Okay. We're just gonna set this down because I'm frustrated with it because I did all of that and I did it backwards. Because it doesn't hang right. Hold on, I'll fix it. There is a way to fix everything if you have enough patience. So that goes right there. So I need light. Hold on, I'm fixing. Hold. Give me a second. We need 5. Okay. The wolf spider. You're such a girl, Alice. Alice doesn't like any creepy crawlies. I told her she can't come visit me because I have, like, we live in the desert and we're like out in like no man's land out here. And I have all the critters at my house. I said that out loud. I have all the critters at my house. So many critters at my house. And yeah, Alice would not survive my house. Just saying. I have tarantulas that walk across my front deck, like the size of my fist. I know you have, that's why I was giggling. That's awesome sauce, man. This is why you use your tools, my friends. Right here. Use your tools. Because if you lose your grip, everything goes flying. Okay. I mean, it got to the point Rob names them. Um, but they eat the scorpions, so they're not bad. They keep down the scorpion population. Okay, that's a little bit better. I still don't like it, but it's better. Mary Mother of all. That was an ordeal. Why is that one kicking my butt so badly? We need a pokey tool. And then we're going to finish it, and then we're going to be done. Done, done. No, ma'am. I've actually had, let's see, what have I had on? I've had a menagerie of animals on my deck. Some more entertaining than others, I might add. I've had a javelina. I've had bobcats. I've had deer, a raccoon. My favorite one was the cougar. Rob wouldn't let me pet her. He was so mean. He drugged me in the house. I wanted to pet her and he wouldn't let me. He said that she was going to tear my throat out. I don't see why she would. She was gorgeous and I wanted to pet her and he said, "No, ma'am, you cannot be petting the cougar." That was a thing. Squirrels, feral cats, all the things. See, I don't like that. So this is what happens. So you can't pet me. He wouldn't let me. I am tired. I just got that. Um, that's gonna get changed because see how these they don't hang well. They poke out because these beads are too big next to each other. I know, right? So we're gonna have to do some changing on this one, but you get the idea. So this is what we created today. We created pokey tools. And then we made two purple ones. So there's that. And yeah, hills to the no. Yeah. Does anybody have any requests before we go? That's really horrible glare. Get all of these to the side. So these are just little pokey tools. Aren't they pretty? There's a purple and black one. Pretty pretty. Okay. I think we're done for the day, my friends. I'm done for the day. So bookmark my show for Saturday. We're going to do live thrifting. And then we have some, oh, you know what? We may be doing the in the art room tomorrow night. That depends. It's my daughter-in-law's birthday tomorrow, and we still have not decided if we're doing dinner tomorrow night or not. So, um, Greta, what are you talking about? I know nothing about it. Should I be offended that I wasn't invited? Thank you, Wendy. Um, Who's running it? You're on at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. So Greta has a bead raid train tomorrow at 11 a.m. Does anybody else have shows coming up? Tomorrow is the handmade market hosted by Custom Wood Burning and Lilac Bloom. Um, Tomorrow night, we possibly will be in the bead room. You'll be on later with all the things. Yeah. Excuse me. Alice is going to be gone later in the in tomorrow evening, selling all of her things. If I go on tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a alcohol ink demo, in the art room. And then Saturday, Rob and I are doing crafty thrifting with a surprise guest that's not Maple. And yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend, my friends. Please bookmark each other's shows. And thank you for hanging out with me and doing all the things that we've been doing. Um, what do we want to go do? I'm looking to see who's on. Hey, Libby's on with her jewelry. We're going to go see what jewelry. I will definitely call you when I'm done. Much love to each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging out with me, putting up with my sass. Um, we need to talk, Miss Greta. I'll talk to you after your raid train tomorrow. Good night, my friends. Wendy, oh, I don't know. I'll message you. Because I was going to say we can talk about the ATCs tomorrow in the art room, but it may be too late for you. So I will message you. Anyway, thank you all. We're going to go see Libs. Much love to each and every one of you. Have a blessed rest of your night. Bye.